Okay, so back out on site again this week. It's raining, would you believe it, yet again. So, but anyway, so I'm inside at the moment. I'll try and do a video on the outside if it stops raining. So, the kitchen. So no real change in the kitchen, to be honest with you. The main bits are in. It's a utility room. We've now managed to pick up the shower enclosure for the ensuite because we were having issues with that. But you can see. Closing a little bit. I think the worktop looks amazing when you see all that stuff comes off. Carpets are down. They were starting to go down last week. Well, so it looks an awful lot different now. So scan down the room. You can see how much bit of the room looks even bigger, I think, now than it did before. We've had the chimney sweep out to check on the chimneys, and yeah, his conclusion basically is just a build up of soot. That's why we're getting all the damp issues upstairs, because we've got none downstairs, or I guess that's too close to where there would have been fires, so that would have burnt off and it's pushed the soot up the chimneys. So we're waiting now for chimney sweep to come. There's this room. They've started to lay the flooring, the LVT in the downstairs loo, as you can see. Obviously this room they haven't done because it's still being used as storage. Front door painted, and then obviously we've got the stairs, the carpet's down now upstairs, so we go upstairs. It's all taking shape. So we go into the room here. This is the front bedroom. I've got one of the painters here today just touching up various bits and bobs. You know, it's like when you get other tradespeople in, carpet people in, little knocks here and there, so they're just going around touching up. This is now the family bathroom, which looks complete. So we have the towel rail, we've got the vanity unit in. You can now see the floor. I'll just turn the light on, make it a little bit brighter. So I'm really chuffed with the floor tiles and the way the rest of it has been finished as well. So really pleased with that. That's good. This bedroom, obviously this is one of the rooms we've got a problem with the chimney. Let's turn the light on again. You can see a bit clearer. So you can see we've still got damp there. Actually, to be honest with you, I think that's less than last week, even though we've had an awful lot of rain, which is surprising. But, you know, I think with the carpet down, it looks an awful lot better. Then we come across the landing here. This room, again, with the chimney. This is probably the worst chimney, actually. But again, it still doesn't look... So I'm going to turn the light on. Doesn't look as bad as it was last week. So that's really weird. Because the amount of rain we've had this week, I thought, you know, we're going to have even more damp coming through. But so the chimney sweep is planned to come in. I don't know how he's going to do this one, actually, because we've taken the bottom bit out. So it'll be interesting to see how he deals on that one. Anyway, that's a technical question. And the ensuite here, this is now complete. Again, guys, just finishing off in here, touching up a few bits here and there, but looks nice. And then no change really in the ensuite. But here's the main bedroom, master bedroom. So carpet's down. Chunk of it left over there, that's fine. And then, as I say, there's no real change in the ensuite here. They have managed to source a shower enclosure now, which we were having trouble with last week because of the size of the shower tray, but that's now been sourced, so I'm hoping that'll be in next week. Really about it. Outside, not really much change, to be honest with you. I think if you saw the video last week, then you'll know we've... It's a bit of rubble around, which will be cleared once we get the planning through. We'll start to build the new exit, which will be able to see through out of the front bedroom here. So I'll turn the camera back around again. So if you look out the window, you can see where that road sign is. Well, that road sign will come down, so that's roughly where the main entrance into the whole plot will be. And then most of that wall is going to have to come down because of you can see the remnants of the ivy that was on there, which really has eaten into all the mortar and everything else, so it's just waiting to crumble. So that's all going to come down. but we're going to leave that tree out the front there, which I guess adds even more to the privacy. But the wall is, yeah, it's leaning terribly now. It's even worse than I think it was last week. So that's about it. So this one nearly finished now. Planning update. So the determination date is 14th of June. As I said last week, we spoke to the planning officer. Everything's fine. They're happy with the highways now. So, fingers crossed. There's going to be no other surprises. So we know what needs to be done for the highways in terms of the turning circles and so on inside the plot, and visibility displays, and the archaeological stuff that we need to do as well for the new builds. New builds, we've been having to think about that. I think last time I mentioned possibly going down the bungalow route. We've had a new homes agent out this week, and they're thinking houses, possibly with one bungalow. So the thoughts are now on the west side, if you can see out the window. Obviously a lot of dirt in the way here, but so at the front, a 4-bed detached, at the back a 3-bed bungalow, and then as we come round the other side, the back of this house, let me just find the window, here we go. So around this side, what the thought is actually is a pair of semis. So that would be 4 houses rather than 3 now. So that we think we looked at that plot last week, and I thought actually, that's big enough probably to get a pair of semis. That's the thought process we're going through. So 4 houses instead of 3, which is good news because that means obviously a bit more on the GDV. I think this could well be one of the best deals I've done to date by the time we get the full everything through. So I'm really pleased with that. So if you see what I'm doing, like what I'm doing, want to invest in some of my later projects, well, I've got quite a few in the pipeline. We've already agreed 6-7 deals, I think it is, this year so far. 2 this week alone, 1 in Chiswick and 1 up in Manchester. They are primarily planning uplift projects, but because of the values involved with those 2, the chances are that we will probably build out as well. So we will be looking for investors, certainly to get the project started, even to the planning stage, and the properties also they make money on their own. So it's similar to this situation where I've bought the property on the basis I'm going to make money out of the property, and then the land is the bonus. Each one we're looking at is exactly the same. We're looking at buying existing properties that can do with some refurb or maybe some PD work, some extensions or so on, so we can actually add value to the property, so we actually make money out of the property itself, and then the land is the bonus. So we're not relying on the planning, but we are pretty confident on the planning coming through there. They're straightforward cases. One of them even had a pre-app 5 years ago and nobody did anything with it, and the pre-app was so positive as well, so unbelievable. So that one is the one in London which we've snapped up this week. So there you go. If you're interested in that, DM me, let's have a chat, and let's see if we can make money together. That's all for now. Cheers, bye.